In this video, I will show you 3 simple ways to invest in semiconductors without buying a single stock directly. Number 1 is investing in Nippon India Taiwan Equity Fund. As we all know that Taiwan is the current global leader in semiconductor manufacturing. These are top 10 stock holdings of Nippon India Taiwan Equity Fund. The fund has generated 251% of return in past 1 year. In past 3 years, the fund has generated 62% of annualized return. The second way is investing in semiconductor ETFs through IND money and vested. One should have a US stock account in IND money or vested to invest in these semiconductor ETFs. I have found 5 best semiconductor ETFs to invest in. The first one is VanEck Semiconductor ETF. These are the basic details of VanEck Semiconductor ETF. The fund has 26 holdings and the expense ratio is 0.35. These are the top 10 holdings of the ETF. It can be seen that the fund is highly concentrated in the top 10 stocks. Nvidia comprises the 20%. This ETF has generated 151% of return in past 1 year and 295% of return in past 5 years. The second ETF is iShares Semiconductor ETF. These are the basic details of iShares Semiconductor ETF. The top 10 holdings comprises 57% of the total portfolio. This ETF has generated 164% of return in past 1 year and 210% of return in past 5 years. Third ETF is ProShares Ultra Semiconductors ETF. These are basic details of the fund. These are the top 10 holdings of the ETF. Nvidia comprises 18.77% of the total portfolio. This ETF has generated 364% of return in past 1 year, this being the highest among the 5. The fourth ETF is Invesco Dynamic Semiconductors ETF. These are the basic details of Invesco Semiconductor ETF. This ETF is much more diversified than the others and is not concentrated in Nvidia stock. This ETF has generated 202% of return in past 1 year and 213% of return in past 5 years. The fifth ETF is Invesco PHLX Semiconductor ETF. These are the basic details of the ETF. These are the top 10 holdings of the ETF. Nvidia comprises 12.56% of the total portfolio. This ETF has generated 162% of return in past 1 year and 222% of return in past 5 years. This is the overall summary of 5 semiconductor ETF. Investing in Nasdaq 100 gives you the indirect exposure to semiconductor. The best way to invest in Nasdaq 100 is to invest in Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 ETF. But remember, its INAV is lower than the actual NAV. The other way is to invest in Invesco Nasdaq 100 ETF through IND money. Nasdaq has generated 46% of return in past 1 year and 94% of return in past 5 years. These are the top 10 holdings of Nasdaq ETF. I have mentioned the links of the fact sheet for your reference in the YouTube description, where you can check the details of the semiconductor ETF for your research.